This city hadn't had a witch in ages until a young witch named Ellie turned up one day. She decided to settle here, and at first, things went fairly smoothly. Eager to draw people's attention, Ellie chose to fly low. First impressions, after all, are crucial. But her moment of cool lasted less than 3 seconds. As she flew through an underpass, she barely avoided slamming into a bus, coming terrifyingly close to causing a traffic accident. Flustered and embarrassed, Ellie swerved around an intersection and landed. A few passers-by glanced at her unfamiliar face, but said nothing. Hurriedly, Ellie announced she was a witch and planned to live in the city. The passers-by just exchanged looks and walked off. No one cared about her identity or where she intended to stay. It seemed she'd overestimated how enthusiastic people would be about her arrival. To make matters worse, a traffic cop ran over and gave her a stern warning. Ellie tried again to explain, "I'm a witch, witches fly." But the cop shot back, "Even witches have to follow traffic rules." Just as he was about to write her a ticket, a shout rang out in the distance. Someone had spotted a thief. The cop rushed off at once, and Ellie seized the chance to slip away. She said nothing the whole way. Even when her companion Xiao Hei spoke to her, she didn't reply. Clearly, things weren't turning out as she'd hoped. It was then that a boy named Jack approached. He was the one who'd called out about the thief, indirectly getting her off the hook. But Ellie was still fuming. She didn't thank him, and even took her frustration out on him. Then she stormed into an alley, hopped on her broom, and flew away. Jack, though, wasn't upset. If anything, he found this feisty little princess personality endearing. When Ellie went to a hotel to book a room, her witch status still didn't earn her any special treatment. Dejected, she walked out of the hotel lobby. She and Xiao Hei sat on a park bench, clutching their meager supply of rations, looking like lost kids begging on the streets. They wandered aimlessly until they reached a wall. Climbing up to look out again, Ellie thought to herself, this city with its ocean view wasn't nearly as beautiful as she'd imagined. Xiao Hei, ever the warm-hearted companion, tried to cheer her up. "Don't lose hope. If this place doesn't work, we can just move to a bigger, better city." Ellie didn't respond. Maybe she was starting to doubt her decision to settle here. But as the saying goes, heaven never closes a door without opening a window, and her savior appeared soon after. A woman from a nearby bakery called out to a mother walking away, "You left your baby's pacifier here. That little one's gonna cry non-stop without it." Ellie hesitated for a moment, then thought, wait, I can fly, why not help? She offered to run the errand for the baker. Hopping on her broom, she delivered the pacifier in no time. The mother was so grateful that she asked Ellie to pass a thank you note to the shop owner. Just as Ellie was about to leave, the bakery owner, wanting to show her gratitude, invited her inside for a cup of coffee. The owner introduced herself as Madame Hong. During their chat, Ellie mentioned she'd come to find a city to call her own, but so far, it seemed people here didn't take to witches. After hearing her story, Madame Hong offered Ellie a place to stay. Ellie was so excited she could have flown right then and there. Madame Hong's kindness had given her a much-needed glimmer of warmth. The room was a bit old, but it had an ocean view, and that was enough to make her believe brighter days were ahead. The next day, Ellie had a sudden brainstorm. She'd start an air delivery service. Madame Hong loved the idea and told her, as long as you help out in the shop when you're free, you can use the shop's phone in your room for free. Ellie was over the moon and Madame Hong felt like a beacon of light for her in this city. Soon, she got her first delivery order, along with a generous advance payment. The item to deliver? A black cat plushie exactly like Xiao Hei. Ellie set off, and to avoid accidents, she chose to fly high. She soared over the city, gliding alongside a flock of wild geese. In that moment, she felt it, hope was always hidden somewhere in life, waiting to be found.